guys, welcome back to Southern Smoke. Hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. I know we did. Hope y'all got to spend some time with the family, relax, watch football. Here recently, I got to spend a little time on Zoom, of course, with Connor Fuller of Wagon Cigars. Talking to him a little bit about what he's got going on. Had to use Zoom. There was some audio that was glitchy, some video glitchy. So I had to try to edit out the bad parts. So there's some things in the interview that's missing. But I'm working on finding a new platform other than Zoom. Hopefully I'll have something in place before the next interview. But sit back, enjoy for a few minutes. Let's see what he had to say. And I will be back with you guys here shortly. Good evening. This is Chris with Southern Smoke. And tonight I have Connor Fuller with me with Wagon Cigar Lounge. Connor, tell us a little bit about what you got going on.
Well, me and my wife took an old 1960 Airstream land yacht and renovated it into a mobile cigar lounge. So we just kind of drive all over the state of Texas and set up and smoke cigars, drink whiskey, have a good time.
Can't beat that. Tell you, I see on the website it said you started with a Dream, something else, and an Airstream. You want to tell us about that?
Oh, that was just some auto-generated stuff from somebody helping us with our web design.
Okay.
It's they threw that in and just said, "Hey, change it when you get a chance." But now we're having to change our entire website and redesign anyways because
Really?
PayPal dropped us completely and won't let us use their services to process payments. And our website only accepted PayPal. So now we're in having a good time.
Yeah, political correctness at its best. I noticed that.
You know it. I mean, it seems to be 2020, man.
Yeah, it is. I noticed that you carry Southern Draw Cigars and Warfighter, both veteran-owned companies. Is that the only thing you keep in the lounge?
We currently are waiting on our first shipment from Grunt Rolls. So they're also a veteran-owned company out of, gosh, now I'm going to shoot myself in the foot. South Carolina, I believe. A couple of Marines started that one up. But I never got the chance to serve. I tried every single branch and none of them would take me. So that's kind of just my way of giving back into that community a little bit. Well,
I know enough of the guys. They appreciate it. Now, your whole business model, I know, and I follow you on Facebook, but I noticed that maybe you're at different lounges where you set up, different bars, restaurants, and I guess you also do private events.
Yeah, so we do weddings, bachelor parties. We're going to take money wherever we can right now. So if somebody calls up and says, "Hey, I just want you to hang out in the backyard for a few hours," we're going to be there.
I got you. You guys are, what part of Texas are you based out of?
We're down towards Houston. So not a lot of people are super familiar. Our town is only about 2,000 people, and the closest town is about 30 miles in any direction. A little bitty town called Kirbyville.
Okay.
And it's so Houston is southeast Texas, and you go about an hour east and another hour north, and then you're about where we are.
Okay. I got you. So you're up there north of, I guess, Beaumont, in that area? North of them?
Yeah, it's almost exactly 60 miles from Beaumont.
Okay. Yeah, I follow you a lot on Facebook. I briefly asked you, I guess you have to have a storefront to be able to open a place like this.
In Texas, you have to have a storefront license, and then before you can get your mobile license.
Okay.
And so luckily all of this falls under I own a photography studio as well.
Okay.
So that is technically my brick and mortar for the tobacco store. And then the Airstream is the mobile version. But we only sell either on our website or out of the lounge. We don't have like office hours where you can come in and buy, at my photography studio.
Yeah.
Even if we did, you couldn't right now because Hurricane Laura destroyed it.
Yeah. So we're still reeling from Hurricane Sally from back in August here. So I feel you on that one. In the near future,
about the whole Gulf Coast is feeling.
Yeah. I think ever since Michael went through Panama City, it's just been a snowball effect.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Do you see yourself in the future staying in this one Airstream, or possibly, growing the business to have multiple?
My wife and I have talked about it. We'd really like to have multiples. Even now we've only been at it for about 3 months now.
Okay.
And we turned one of it down one I actually did double book, and so we had to kind of scramble and put together 2 different events at the same time. So we would like to get to that point, but we're also, I've been self-employed pretty much my entire adult life, and we want to make sure that everything we're doing is fiscally responsible. We've got a kid at home. We want to make sure we put food on the table for her, and we just got to do it the right way rather than diving in and spending every dime we have.
Exactly. That's completely understandable. So I was looking on the website today to kind of get caught up, and I see you guys offer different bundle packages. Are those ready, available to ship?
They are basically like a pre-order kind of thing. Most of the bundles, like the ammo can bundles that we have, we put those together once they're ordered. So we go out and get the ammo cans at that point, that kind of thing. So we have a few that have been stocked, but that's one of those things that takes up a lot of room. And if I bring home any more inventory, my wife may kill me. So we've got little bitty 800 square foot house, and when you've got 15 humidor boxes that are stacked up full of cigar inventory, you got to draw the line somewhere.
That's understandable. So tell me how with everything that's going on in the last few years with the FDA trying to crack down on the premium cigar industry, have you had any pushback at all with getting your licenses?
Honestly, we didn't run into any issues at all. Excuse me. Thankfully, we're operating under the umbrella of my photography studio. So technically, we're a DBA, or doing business as the Wagon. And so we already had an established corporation. And so when we said, hey, we want a tobacco license, the state was like, all right, just send us your fee and you're good to go, because we already had that established business there.
Okay. That sounds good. I know I'm at a lounge here in Foley, Alabama, where I'm at, downtown Cigars in Foley, and I know he had some trouble getting started, but now he's up and running, and that's he's grateful enough to let me use his entire lounge tonight to do this quick interview with you. So, but I'm glad you didn't have any trouble, because I know a lot of people have. But it looks like the Supreme Court is ruling in favor of the premium cigar industry. So that's something we got to look forward to.
That's awesome.
And
I know
with
Ted
us
Cruz was pushing really hard for it.
now, I know you're traveling. Where are you at tonight?
Tonight we're out in San Antonio.
Okay.
So, and the hope is tomorrow, finish this class in time to go see the guys over at Warfighter and get to hang out and have a stick with them for a little bit.
Yeah, that's Warfighters. 4 or 5 of them that started there, right?
Yeah, I know Army is remember the other branches, and I know that they've got a really solid group of guys over there running that. Every time I email or call, they're just very responsive. Our initial shipment of our Warfighter inventory that we had for the lounge, USPS had lost it. I mean, just completely couldn't find it. And
wow.
I emailed Warfighter, said, "Hey, our grand opening is tomorrow. Is there any way we can have it, in time? Can it be shipped, whatever?" They said, "Hey, if you drive up here to San Antonio and pick it up, we'll take care of the money later. Don't worry about it. Just come on by and pick it up." So
Right.
me and the wife and our son hopped in the truck at 3 a.m. and drove 6 hours to get out here, and picked it up, turned right back around, drove 6 hours home for our grand opening, which her Delta completely screwed up. We ended up having another day anyways. So it was just 2020 for you, right? But those
I see it.
guys are fantastic, and they have such a great product. Their cigars are such. There's a bird that carry Warfighter and Southern Raw. I've smoked both of those for years. And they're both such great quality cigars. I mean, it's hard to go wrong. Anytime somebody comes in and goes, "Hey, I've never smoked," or "I'm looking for something new, what do you recommend?" I mean, the best recommendation I have for them is the variety pack, because then you get to try all of them, and they have both such solid lineups of great smokes.
Yeah, they do. They do. I've had the chance to meet Robert with a Southern Draw several times, and he is one of the most personable and nicest guys that I've met this in the industry. And
yeah, I haven't got to meet Robert yet, but I've spoken with Sharon, his wife, several times over the phone, through text, whatever. And they're such great people. It's good to do business with good people, and that's just flat out. I mean, you could carry a subpar quality product for all I care. If you're that great of a person, I'm more than happy to do business with you.
I'm the same way. It's all. That's the first thing I look at is what type of person you are when I do business with someone. And I'm always willing to pay a premium for a damn good attitude. So I'm with you.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I mean, we've had a couple of shipping issues with Southern Draw as well, a few things that come in damaged or excuse me, come in damaged or something like that.
Yep.
Snap a picture with my phone, and literally the next day it's at my doorstep. And they're like, "Hey, don't worry about it. We got you covered."
Hey,
you can't beat that.
You can't beat it. Let's see, what time have I got here? 7:46. So what's on your January agenda this coming up year? You guys looking pretty busy to start the year off?
Well, we've got a few things lined up. I know we have a bridal show. My wife is going to gripe at me because I don't know our event calendar as well as she does. She can rattle them all off. We've been trying to put together We want to do a victory party. You
Right.
survived 2020. We're in January. Come have a smoke, that kind of thing. So we're going to try and put something together along those lines and just have a good time and be thankful that 2020 has ended and a new year's started.
That's it. That's what we're all looking forward to, is getting this year behind us and seeing where we can go this coming up year. I promise you, it just about couldn't get any worse than it has been.
No kidding. No kidding. And this year, I've had a business get destroyed by a hurricane. COVID shut us down completely. You know, it's been one hit after another. And opening the cigar lounge has been kind of the dream job I never knew I wanted, because I literally get to just pull up and smoke cigars and drink whiskey and hang out with people and make a little bit of money doing it. I mean, it's hard to beat that.
It really is. I've wanted to open a lounge. I never have really pursued it. But I think this little venture I've got going on is probably the second best thing, because it lets me meet guys like you in the industry. And hopefully this coming up year is going to let me travel a little more. Working on joining the PCA. And hopefully they'll have a trade show this year. And I want to grow the vlog side of YouTube of it. And of course we want to do a printed publication. But I'm looking forward to working with you, other small businesses like you, in the upcoming year. And we'll make 2021 a great one.
That's the hope, man. I think everybody's striving for it.
I think we all are. Well, Connor, why don't you tell everybody that's going to be watching how they can contact War Wagon Cigars and put some orders in with you?
Well, we are War Wagon Cigar Lounge. We're on Facebook and Instagram at War Wagon Cigars. So pretty easy to find. Don't get us confused with the John Wayne movie, because no cigars in that one. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram. Our website is thewarwagon.com. It's currently under a new reconstruction because we have to be able to take orders. But for the time being, you can hop on there, find what you want, Facebook message us, or give us a call, whatever, and we'll get you taken care of.
I got you, man. Well, I appreciate your time tonight spending with us. I hope you have a good time in San Antonio. But we're going to call this one for the night. I've got a wife waiting at home for me. And tell you what, sit tight. I'm going to get some contact information from you. But we'll talk again soon.
That sounds great, man. I can't wait.
Well, guys, this is it for 2020. As you can see, spending New Year's in a hotel room in Knoxville, Tennessee. So you guys have a happy new year, and we will see you in 2021.